Welcome to Pathfinder Kingmaker. This is my first time playing it. Going over the game difficulty right now. We're going to do weak crits. We're just going to have dead companions get revived. I want to be in charge of level up so that they can be stronger. I think I'm going to do moderately easier enemies. Normal damage is 0.8, so 0.7. Weak would probably be my recommendation if you've never played Pathfinder before. I'm going to set it to normal. Or do I want this to be extremely easy for myself? Ooh, that could be fun. Power fantasies. That's a big part of being in D&D or Pathfinder, right? Character retrain, yes, in case I mess up. I've never played this before, so we're gonna leave the kingdom and stuff like that. This makes it so that everyone in your party gets experience, so that they're all even level, so not just the 6 people in your party are strong. This is for only skill users receive skill check experience. We're gonna disable it. We want to be strong. Leave that how it is. Leave that how. Ooh, yes. HP. I like the numbers. Okay. So it looks like there's some pre-made characters, but I'm going to make my own character. I looked through this earlier, and I think I know what I want to make, but there's a lot of very funny portraits. Like, look at that guy. It's humorous. I think I'm going to make a dwarf, though, because I think that'd be interesting. There we go. There's the one dwarf. Dwarven male. So, there's a lot of classes. Alchemist is sort of a hybrid class. It has bombs and it has things that help people. Barbarian, get angry and hit things. I mean, there's a couple different archetypes, like Armored Hulk and Mad Dog. Mad Dog look kind of cool, but these all give you different things. These don't have pre-made, like just the normal archetype. Normal archetype, you can just instantly let the game take control. Bard is what's it called? So you get spells up to 6th level, and you get, like, I think it's 3/4 Bab. Bab is your basic attack bonus. They have also a lot of stuff that they can do that help, like Bardic Knowledge, which will give you bonuses to knowledge checks, as well as an ability, I think. I don't know if it's in this game, but in the tabletop version, they give you an ability that lets you get a nat 20 no matter what on one knowledge check per day. Cleric are healers? Not really. So clerics are scary. They are absolutely terrifying. In Pathfinder, they do so much damage. They are not just healers. They are amazing. Druids, I don't have a lot of knowledge on. I was never interested in them. But they are very strong. And because they are full casters, as you can see. So they are very reliable in terms of spell casting. Fighter is great. We're talking like 20 feats. You're going to be amazing. Just swing on everything and win. And of course, there's a couple archetypes that are going to give you some bonuses to some things. Inquisitor is essentially, I want to say it's rogue mixed with cleric. So you get some like abilities that are involved in like healing, but you also get some abilities that like give you a bonus to perception and a bonus to persuasion. So you're just honestly, you're just kind of good at a lot of stuff, but you're not the master of anything. There's a couple of archetypes here. I don't really know what's going on there. Kineticist is how do I describe a kineticist? They are like the they're a complicated version of Avatar, like the last Airbender. They're complicated like that. They are extremely powerful, but it is also like the hardest class possible to play in this game, in my personal opinion. They're probably like A tier strength wise. Um, I don't have much experience with them. They could also be like Dragon Ball Z ish, from what I've seen. And of course, they have various things you can do. A magus. I don't know how to pronounce it, but they are kind of your I don't know, like Eldritch Knight slash like Jedi. That's how I see them. They get 6th level spells, pretty good. Bab, I think it's 3/4. Monk is of course your throwing punches. Scaled Fist, I believe, is it might be one of the better classes because I believe you get to add your charisma bonus. It's charisma is very big in tabletop RPGs because they let you lie and tell people you're the good guy. Yeah. This is Paladin, which are really good. They don't function like D&D if you're familiar with it. Their smites work a little differently. It's not just like I hit you and I do a bunch of damage. It's like a steady increase. Ranger is what I'm going to be playing. Rangers are pretty good. They have some stealth. They have some unique abilities. Rogue is of course really cool and really good. They have a lot of skill proficiencies and they're very sneaky. Slayers are like Ranger and Rogue had a kid. They're really good at like doing damage really quick. Yeah, really good all around. Sorcerers are going to be incredibly powerful late game. Like not late game. Like after you get, if you can get to level 6 or 7, you're going to have a good time. But getting to level 6, you are going to be mainly casting cantrips and staying away from anyone scary because they're bad. Sylvan Sorcerer is pretty cool. Sage Sorcerers, I mean, there's lots. Wizards are, of course, like amazing, very powerful. But they, of course, face the same problem as the Sorcerer in the fact that you're going to have to wait until you get to level 6, 7 to have a fighting chance. But like I said, we're going to play Ranger. There's all these archetypes. I'm just going to be playing Jane Ranger. Freebooter, though, is like Ranger, except you're helping your entire party instead of just having stuff that helps yourself. And you don't get a pet, though. And I want a pet, so this is the version we're doing. You can change your face up a little bit. Change your skin tone. And hairstyle, you can't really see it with the... We're going to change her to Paladin really quick so you can see her hairstyle. You get the clean cut, the half... Ooh, the mohawk. Let's go with this, yeah. We got a lot of different beard choices. Ooh. Fancy. Dwarves in a lot of... I think in Pathfinder, if you don't have a beard, that means you're either crazy or super dishonorable and other dwarves won't trust you. We're gonna go short beard. Get some hair colors. Let's plain hair color. Now we switch back to ranger. Scroll down here. What's the primary color? Let's see. Is there a darker green that looks good? Ooh, and then maybe a brown. That's not doing anything with the cloak, huh? Damn. So that's good. Now your ability scores are, they're going to help you with like athletics. Like if I just put everything into strength, I get a +4 to athletics, and you know, a bonus to my combat maneuver and stuff. But rangers aren't strength based. Well, I mean they could be. You could go strength, but it's gonna hurt your dexterity. And as you can see, there's a little thumbs up saying like, "Hey, this is your stuff." So instead, we're going to start putting points in our dex. As you can see, it takes points away from up top. Once you get it to 13, I think it is, then it starts taking 2 points, 2 points, 3 points, up until you get to 18. So going from 10 to 18 is 17 points? Don't check my math. So now we have a couple points left. Get our con up, get our wisdom up. So we have to choose between wisdom and con. Wisdom's going to give you better perception, better will save. It's also your, what's the word? It's your spell casting modifier. So getting it to 16 is going to let us cast, I believe, 3rd level spells? No. The minimum wisdom score needed to cast a cleric, druid, or ranger spell is 10 plus the spell's level. So 16 will let you cast every level of ranger spell. But I think ours only goes up to 4. Neat. So 14, we're going to bump up our con instead, give us more hit points, because having more hit points is nice. And then I'm going to put the last one into charisma for 9. Wait. Does that... Okay. So you could put it in wisdom if you just wanted to be able to bump it up later. Yeah, let's do that. So this is our score. If you play something else, you could probably get your highest score to 20. Like if you were playing a human, you could probably get your dexterity 20, but we're playing a dwarf, because this is for fun. And for the aesthetic of being a ranger dwarf, which I think's pretty cool. Now we have 4 skill points. Skill points work differently than in D&D, where it's just like add your proficiency plus the ability score number. Instead, you have skill points you can allocate. So it's a class skill, and I have 0 ranks, and I have 0 bonus because I don't have any strength. If I put 1 rank in it, it's going to give you a +3 because it's a class skill, and then another one because you put a rank in it. So now it's 4. But I'm not going to put in... Ooh, maybe I should have at least 1 in athletics, because otherwise you can't swim. And swimming's kind of important. We have some bonuses to trickery. Let's put 1 in stealth. This is a ranger. He's got some abilities and stuff. Down here is your persuasion. If I wanted a +3. Instead, he's not very good at talking to people. He's some dwarf who doesn't, that's not his thing. Perception is obviously one of the most important skills in the game. As you can probably read there, enables you to read secret messages, get hunches, and notice details, and sense motive. Sense motive, I think, is actually its own skill. Maybe it's just not in the game. From there, you have other abilities you can take. Like this enables you to hunt, identify monsters. This is knowledge of the world, decipher writing, recall knowledge. Arcana, of course. We're gonna put it in nature, just because I think that's what this guy is, He's just some ranger from out in the woods. He's gonna have some athletics, some ability to be stealthy. He doesn't really know much about the world or magic, but he knows a lot about nature, and he's very perceptive. Yeah, I like this for this guy. So in Pathfinder, you're going to get a feat, I believe, every odd level. If you're a human, you start off with a free feat. If you're a fighter, you get a feat every odd level, and then you get a combat feat every even level. So if you want to just have like 21 feats, play a human fighter. It's good. It's really good. I've done it. They're fun. Uh, so this is what it's recommending for your first feat. Of course, you can scroll down. You got all sorts of things you can take. Dodge is going to give you a +1 to AC. That's always going to be good. Dodge is always great. Iron Will give you the bonus to your saves. Meta Magics if you want better, not weapons, better spell casting. Persuasive is gonna give you just a flat bump to your persuasion. All sorts of stuff. Stealthy if I wanted to be better mobile and stealth. Toughness, again, really good. Give you more HP. Then there's these things where it's like, don't do it. It's a bad call. These things you just can't take because you don't have proficiency in them, or because you're not the right level or you're not the right class. I think we're going to take Weapon Finesse because we are dexterity based. You could take this if you want to be an archer, or take this. Weapon Focus, always good. Pick it for your main weapon. So Weapon Finesse. And you get your favorite enemies, which there is a bunch of, from aberrations to constructs, dragons and dwarves. You have a wide range that you can go off of. And I think there's a lot of choices, but I think I'm going to start with humans. It gives you a +2 bonus on attack rolls and damage rolls. And honestly, there's usually just always humans around for the most part. If I'm being completely honest. So yeah, I think that's what we do, humans. Alignment. This is going to be really important for like a paladin because they're always going to be lawful good and stuff. So I think, let's see, what kind of guy is this guy? He's from out in the wilderness. He has, I don't really think he has any allegiances at this moment, so we're gonna go chaotic good.
Get it off me!
Our time has come.
Adventures await.
Enemy near.
I lead. You.
We will be victorious.
Combat is adjourned.
Damn it all.
I sense something.
I'm not touching that.
I will guide.
I'll go ahead.
I am superior!
The path is clear.
Forwards!
Strike as one.
Let's shake a leg! I'm always ready. Burn! Slice! Behead!
I shall not falter.
Let us be off.
A solid plan.
Let's hear you cry!
I didn't even break a sweat.
So it comes to this.
Not that I care.
Does anyone require my counsel?
Calm down. Not dead yet.
Let's go with pragmatic. Name, I'm going Brom. Wild Iron. Because I think that sounds like a cool name. His birthday is, you know what? His 21st.
Someone else would make better use of this.
Yep. That's all taken care of. We got some decent skills. We got some abilities and some things we can do.
Time's not waiting.
Hold X, and we're good to go and start.
Our story started at the mansion of an Aldori sword lord. Drawn by the promise of a most dangerous task and a commensurately huge reward, heroes of all stripes gathered here.
Where are they? This is taking forever! They didn't even say what this was for, just that the Aldori were looking for heroes. Who are the Aldori anyway? Rich folk?
If you can't be patient, no one's keeping you here. Just go back to your mountains or whatever hole you crawled out of. The Aldori Sword Lords run the premier school for the dueling arts. They're also the richest and most influential group in this part of Brevoy. Take that tone with them, and they'll teach you some manners pretty quickly.
Open glossary. Okay, so lets you see that. Baron Syrian Aldore agreed to train a select group of pupils in his dueling techniques. They ruled Roslyn for generations. Finest sword fighters. Neat. Sound very elite and kind of self-centered. Brevoy. Isia and Roslyn? They were coming of the Chloral and the Conqueror, changed all this. After securing the defeat and the surrender of the two nations. Coral christened his family House Ragarvia. There's better names, could have been Wild Iron. Its rule ended with the mysterious disappearance of every member 200 years later. Interesting. So they got assassinated. We won't talk about that.
All right, you purple toad, just shut your trap. And if you can't, I'll help you.
Hush! Quiet! They're coming.
Lots of inner dialogue. I wonder if, like, he knows these people, or if these are just... I think this is just, like, everyone that's gathered, so they don't know each other. He's just some ranger that showed up and said, "What's up?"
Greetings, everyone. I am Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori, and this is Lord Mayor Yosef Selimius of Restov. Welcome to my mansion.
Once again, so she's one of the elite. She's one of the fancy people. Restov is one of the two largest cities in the fertile region of Roslyn, in southern Brevoy. Lord Mayor Yosef, is that what she said? Selimius leads the city, which is a trade and cultural center that borders the River Kingdom, the Shrike River, and the Stolen Lands. As the birthplace of the Aldore dueling style, the city boasts several Aldore and Taldan dueling schools, which has led the city to being a favored place for young nobles to practice dueling championships. Most prominent of them is the Aldori Academy, widely regarded as the region's finest war college. Okay, so this place trains soldiers and makes nobles feel better about themselves in a sword fight.
We thank you from the bottom of our hearts for responding to our call. You may be few, but that's unavoidable. We need only the best of the best for this task. and I see true heroes before me, strong and fearless, exactly what Restov needs.
So it said that he's a middle-aged man with bushy sideburns and a monocle and wears a beaming smile. What a mayor.
Thank you, Lord Mayor. Now, to the point. South of here, just beyond Brevoy's border, lies a region known as the Stolen Lands. This is disputed territory, and while it's long been claimed by nearby states, it's never been truly taken. I won't bore you with the legal technicalities. Suffice to say that anyone with enough courage and power to seize the Stolen Lands and name themselves Baron or Baroness, claiming dominion, well, none of the neighboring states would be able to challenge it. Of course, Restov would be first to recognize the legitimacy of this new state, as well as the noble title of its founder.
Okay, so it's disputed territory. Stolen lands are almost wholly unsettled. Northeastern section of the River Kingdoms, bordering the nation of Brevoy, serving as a buffer between Brevoy and the River Kingdoms, traditionally the haunt of bandits and monstrous humanoids. They're regarded as stolen by all nations along their border, even though none have ever been able to keep these realms under their control for long. So it sounds kind of like we're... What's the term? There's a fancy term for it. Basically, we're their scapegoats. They're like, ah, yeah, mercenaries, go and take that land. We'll call you nobles if you win. If you lose, though, we don't lose anything. We're kind of pawns in the grand scheme of things.
Unfortunately, one serious obstacle stands between you and this title. A gang of bandits holds sway in the Stolen Lands. Their chief, who they call the Stag Lord, considers himself the rightful owner of these lands, and no one has yet been able to challenge his power. Bring me his head, and you'll be able to return to the Stolen Lands as their legal ruler. Any questions?
I will, of course. I'm the leader of this team, after all. Don't worry, though. I'll make it worth your while to help me.
Look, it's the little picture. That guy.
We haven't yet begun, and you already speak of divvying rewards. What makes you think we'll even succeed? There's little point arguing over who gains the title when we'll most likely lose our lives there.
He's very, optimistic, that guy. Tell you what, he really is. We're gonna win. That guy, that's what he's thinking.
If I may please answer the question.
She takes a long pause, waiting for the voices to die down, as everyone directs their attention towards her. You know, she might have a way with her words.
We believe you're all equally deserving of a noble title. Over the course of your expedition, it will be up to you as a team to decide which of you is best suited to rule.
Okay, so you're leaving it up to a bunch of mercenaries to decide who's going to be king. Not king, Baron, which probably means they plan on letting us infight until we all kill each other. So that way they can just swoop in and be like, hey, this is ours.
That's a good point. As I see it, this Stag Lord already holds power over the region with confidence. Many noble bloodlines were started by bandits who just got lucky, weren't they?
I mean, maybe?
Perhaps because we do have standards to maintain. This room has seen many celebrations of adventurers, and even those who just got lucky. But giving a noble title to a bandit lord? That's one thing that's never happened here, and it won't while I still breathe.
Okay, so the mayor hasn't done a lot of talking. It's maybe been this Aldore lady, so maybe the sword lords have more power than they let on.
Don't ask stupid questions. Why should you even care? What they have to gain and why, that's for Lady Aldori and I to discuss. It's none of your concern. Your only concern is to swing your sword around, or whatever it is you do.
Of course we stand to benefit from this enterprise. But if you're concerned that we intend to rule your country from afar, using you as a front, well, please know that these concerns are unfounded. Let's just say that we have a strong interest in the region's stability. We have need of a ruling power we can negotiate with, not bandit gangs and monster hordes.
See, but if you wanted someone you could negotiate with, you could put in your own person that could be controlled. Oh wait, you got a bunch of low-level adventurers. Of course you're going to control us.
What is that smell in the air? Is it the smell of unspoken words and political intrigue?
She gets it. See, she really caught on to that quick.
And what reward would you seek beyond a noble title and your own lands?
The Lord's Mayor's eyebrow rise so far he almost drops his monocle. And then he says all that.
We'll absorb the costs of preparing and equipping your expeditions. Once you return victorious, Restov will also allocate you a significant sum to provide financial support for you to establish your country. Essentially, we'll help you build your capital. I hope such a reward is satisfactory.
So, while that's well and good, we don't know who's going to come out the winner. So, all of us are going to be fighting for... I don't know. I mean, it's a good plan on their part.
Words, words, words. Significant, financial. I can't fill my belly with pretty words.
Yeah, she gets it.
Of course. There will also be an official banquet held in your honor. All of Rostov's high society will gather to celebrate your feat.
Now you're talking Brom Wild Iron's language. He loves food.
Now you're talking.
She gets it.
Excellent. You venture forth tomorrow. For now, you can take some time to get to know one another better. Or you can head straight to your guest rooms to get some rest. You'll find we've already prepared supplies for you there. And thank you again for agreeing to take part in this expedition. I wish you luck.
Sure
Thank you again, with all my heart, for replying to this call. The flare in your eyes reveals your courage, the unshakable will that distinguishes true heroes. I look at you, O champions of Restov, and doubt not for a second that you'll be victorious. So venture forth toward your feet. Go, and return in triumph.
Will do.
Hi, my name's Lindsay. I'm a bard, though this is my first real adventure. So, shall we go teach this stag lord a lesson?
Brom Wild Iron. I don't think he's gonna be mean. Yeah.
Likewise. Actually, I also wanted to ask you something.
Sure.
How do you feel about this Tartuccio fellow? I think he's pretty obnoxious personally. He appointed himself head of the team, and he's just after the Baron's crown, or whatever it is barons wear. Doesn't matter. I don't like him. I think you should be team leader. When I first saw you, I couldn't help but think, now here's a real hero. Someone who'll be praised in poems and songs. This is the person I'll write my book about.
Lots of compliments. Very bardish. It's not nonsense. I think he's not really like thinking I'm a hero. He's a mercenary.
And what are you a mercenary for? Is it only riches? Or maybe you want glory too? Don't you want your feats to be remembered and glorified for centuries? Just listen.
That is a very dwarven thing to do.
You know what the trouble with most heroes' biographies is? They're always written years later, based on the tales of, best case, people who saw things from the outside. Worst case, someone heard about it from their brother, who heard it from their friend, who heard it from their cousin, and so on, adding a new batch of lies each time. Every time I read about a heroic journey, I think to myself, why didn't they just bring a bard with them to write it all down properly?
That's what I think too.
And then I thought, I could be that bard. I just needed to find a suitable hero and volunteer to follow along on their glorious adventure. A great plan, huh? And here we are, with a heroic journey lying before us. Who's going to be the hero? Some dwarf who keeps muttering about how we'll all die? Or maybe that horrific scythe lady. Or gods forbid, Tartuccio. No way.
Yeah, pass it on to the barbarian.
Oh, yeah, she's fantastic. You can tell she could tear a bear's head off with her bare hands, but she kind of scares me just a little. But, I mean, her sword's twice as big as I am. She could cut me down without even noticing. Just think on it a bit, all right? I'm sure you'll agree. All right, I'm going to my room to write about tonight. See you in the morning.
Sounds like a plan. Alright, can we talk to these guys? Guess not.
All according to plan.
This expedition is doomed. Okay, so right trigger brings that up. Let's see what the inventory's looking like. We got some torches, ever-burning torches, so they last forever. Very nice.
I am prepared.
Character brings up your skills, effects and conditions, abilities and martial, class progression and alignment. Very handy.
I know what to do.
Let's go to equipment. So these are our options. We got longbow and hand axe and light shield. So we don't have anything light right now, no light weapons. So that's gonna be a problem with us being finesse based. So we're gonna be using the longbow for the time being.
In due time.
Very beautiful architecture, yep. Oh, that was quick.
Help! Help!
Lindsay bursts into your room. She looks scared. Her face is smeared with soot. She holds a weapon in her hands. What's going on?
The mansion's under attack. We need to help. Some villains broke in and started killing everyone. I barely made it. Hurry, we have to help the guards fight off the attackers or we'll all be cut down one by one.
Got it. Well, let's go. Or we can be immediately interrupted by whoever this is. Combat in the game. So there's a real-time mode and a turn-based. I think I'm going to do turn-based because that makes more sense to
Enemy
me.
approaching.
So pause. Right R3. So now you're in turn-based. I don't. You can read this. I don't think I need to read this. I'll figure it out. So it's my turn. So you have a movement, and then you have your action, and your free action, and your swift action. If you move 5 feet, you can take a full attack action. You can take your full action. So you do that by square. So I can do this, and then I can do a full action, which is like if you had 2 attacks, you could do both attacks. Otherwise, if I went 20 feet, I could only do my standard action attack, which is 1. Right now we only have 1 attack, so it doesn't really matter. We're gonna move away. 5 feet move, he cannot get an attack of opportunity. And seeing as how right now my axe isn't super effective, we're gonna use the bow and critically hit them. Alright, he's dead. So now we get a chain shirt and a dagger, which means equipment. Let's put a dagger there. And okay, I think I have to take off that and ta-da! Let's remove the backpack. So now we have this. Let's just equip. Can't equip that there. Action bar. So now we're equipped to the dagger and shield, which means we can attack now in melee, and that should work better for us somewhat. I mean, the longbow does do more damage, but having the shield gives us higher AC, which is nice. The plan is to go for a
no mistakes.
2-weapon fighter, which means like 2 daggers or whatever. Great, we get a map, some gold, and some coins.
I know what to do.
I know, we're stealing from the people who are keeping us here, but they're fighting, so they'll just think that the assassins took it, obviously. Not the dwarf whose backpack's heavier than everyone else's backpacks combined.
Victorious.
Okay, fight started. Uninjured. I don't know what the question marks are. Combat log. I don't know what's happening. They're not doing anything. Should something be happening? Weird. Formation. Formation doesn't matter. There we go. Found it. I got it working just in time. See, so right now, we can't reach them in time to get an attack, but we can get close enough so that if they try and run away, we get an attack of opportunity, which is all you can really hope for. Circled and turn. Lindsay's just gonna shoot him. That's always effective. He got an attack of opportunity, just like that. Dead.
You're just in time. A bit
wow.
longer than I'd have been. Whew, I don't even want to think about it. Can you imagine what a terrible loss this would have been? But it's all right now. I'm safe, sound, and unscathed, ready to lead you to victory.
I like the confidence.
Lady Jamandi's holding the line in the banquet hall. You know, the one where she had us gathered before. We need to make our way to her. And along the way, we'll try to save some of these dummies who are supposed to accompany us to the stolen lands. Speaking of dummies, take this ring. Quiet now, so that little fool doesn't hear us. She might try to steal it herself. It's magical. It'll protect you. You'll need it while you work to defend me.
Ooh. It's magic already? Rings. Signet ring. +1 to AC. That's pretty good.
Time's not waiting.
Settings. Difficulty. Moderately easier enemies. Let's switch that to normal. Try that out for a little while, because they are kind of getting
on the goal.
one shot by
ready for anything.
Everybody.
Trusting you here.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
Okay, they found us. I should have been trying to stealth. They're capable of using spells. We got this. We'll figure it out. Okay, so 1 versus 12. Okay, so she's a bard. Let's move here. Start Inspire Courage. So Inspire Courage is going to make you so you're a little bit stronger than you would be normally. Alright, so we move 20 feet.
This will hurt.
So now we're in range of this guy. If he tries to run away, he's going to get whacked. Okay, they missed. Does he not want to run? Okay, there we go. Figured it out. Accidentally went over movement speed, so now he's not going to be able to attack. But he's up there now. Missing some attacks, that's good. Just shooting your crossbow. Big whiff. Not the greatest. Just in turn. Attack.
Let's try this way.
5 damage, he's badly injured. Okay. Let's see. That's 19 feet. So the great thing about magic people is they don't have to worry about their only getting a partial of your attack action. So this is Burning Hands. Looks like we can get all of them. Yep, that worked pretty good. And hopefully they just keep focusing on the Ranger, who has a high AC. Which they are.
Serves you right.
Missed again. That's okay. She's not really big on melee.
This should do it.
One archer down. Don't want to accidentally shoot the Ranger, because he's my character. I care about him. Big whiff. Oof. More damage. Oh, that's
a calculated risk, as it should be.
Yeah, so HP.
No mistakes.
Ooh, lots of free health potions. 10 pounds for 1 gold piece. Not really worth it. But 2 pounds.
I know what to do.
So they walked on.
Potion of Cure Light Wounds. I'm just gonna drink one of these. Wait. Use. There we go. Oh, so we can quick equip them. That's handy.
I am prepared.
I wonder where that is on my action bar. Maybe I have to hop in my inventory every time I want to do that. But for now, we get all these free loot. Oh no, everyone's dead. Yep, looking that way.
Right.
Thankfully. A lot of handy stuff. Armor check penalty.
Time's
Grab
not
that.
waiting.
So then we can go into our inventory. And we got a chain shirt and we got hide armor. Both are offering a +4 to.
Ready for anything.
So I think that should make us. Yeah, that brings our AC up to 19. Or we can stick with the chain shirt. Hide armor looks better. So now we have a little higher AC.
All according to plan.
Kind of playing the tank of the party. Ooh, food.
No
now,
mistakes.
Brom Ironheart cares about food.
Follow my lead.
Silver ring worth 10 gold. Ooh, there's a tank right there. That's the barbarian.
It's the end for you rats!
Rush in there so she's not alone.
This will hurt.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, end our turn there. We're in range. Bard. So let's just try and take a shot. Ooh, she got him that time. Oh wait. Well, big problem is accidentally using too much movement. But that's fine. Oh, critical hit. Barely injured. Alright, so we're just gonna take a swing at this guy.
Oh, it's you. Stay up from under my feet or I'll strike you down.
She swings her sword, but stops just in time after noticing Tartuccio. Oh, that's the little purple guy. She's very upset.
Blood for Gorum!
Our Lord in Iron is a god of battle above all pursuits. He would rust away into nothingness if there's ever a time with no more conflict to be fought. He is faithfully believed he is present in every iron weapon of war that is forged.
Barbarians.
I think that's exactly how heroes should be.
What, stupid, sweaty, and always looking for something to gobble up or lop the head off of? Calistria, save me from such heroes.
So his goddess is the sabered sting, the unquenchable fire, the goddess of lust and revenge who takes on many faces and guises. That's something new about Tartuccio. A fondness for wasps has earned oh, that's so she likes wasps. Grab your daggers, and your healing potions. Those are handy to me. Oh, more assassins. Time to get. I think I left off when I met the barbarian, when I just tried the game to see how it played. Guess we're gonna fight. Ooh! He just killed his own guy. That is a very high level spell. I think that's level 5 or 6. We're just gonna leave that guy alone. Breaking down doors and stuff. Yeah. Alright, let's just that's the guy he killed. Take his club, healing potion.
I am prepared.
Let's just leave. Okay. Apparently we can't be cowards. But if we could, I would have been. Potion of enlarged person. +2 to size. -2 to dexterity. That's neat. Probably not the best for my guy. Longsword, that's worth the weight. Not sure if the shield's worth the weight though. And a spear. Ooh. Oh, it's 6 pounds for only 1 gold. That's a lot.
I'm by your side.
Okay, we can't make it through here, but there's we can see a little bit of red, so there's definitely a guy up there. Is there a ooh, stealth.
No mistakes. All according to plan.
Never being sneaky. Dexterity based.
And then our leader charged forwards. Hey, wait for me.
Apparently they caught on to us being stealthy really fast. Just take a shot at him. Missed. That's okay. I'm gonna have to check out her stats because she seems to have very low dexterity, even for a bard. Ray of Frost. It's a good cantrip. Big whiff. Okay. You know, maybe having him turn down to weak was a good thing. It meant constant hits. Okay. 3 damage. There we go. You hit him. Good job. Okay. Just out of range. That's a bummer. But he's an archer, so he... Yep, I got an attack of opportunity.
Any last wishes?
Okay, let's move here. I don't know if my guy being in the way would give him like a minus to his attack bonus, but I just want to be careful. Alright. Badly injured. Oh, it was my turn. Oops. Got my attack of opportunity though, so still a win.
Time's not waiting.
Sure.
Focus on the goal.
Yeah, let's turn it back to easy. I mean weak. Just so. I mean they're still doing damage, but not hitting at all. And kind of going back and forth, not hitting is kind of weird. That's worth it. 62 gold.
Becoming distracted leads to becoming dismembered.
Medium armor.
I am prepared.
Grab that.
Ready for anything.
Watchkeeper's key. Yep, gonna grab that.
I know what to do.
They have all the great loot.
Time's not waiting.
What have we here? This chest is full of gold. I guess it's for the guards' salaries, all things considered. Well, those freeloaders...
What? No, we're heroes, not...
Who said we were stealing it? We'll just take the gold for
safety.
safety so the assassins don't get it. And then we can heroically return it to Jamandi when this is all over.
I mean, he is a mercenary. I mean, he's chaotic good. No distractions. If you haven't forgotten, they're trying to kill us. Stealing from a sword. I mean...
A lot.
Are you out of your minds? We're in the middle of a battle. Blood flowing in rivers as an army of assassins chases us. And you want us to rob our host? A noble feat, to be sure.
Well, the way I see it is it could get stolen.
No mistakes.
So we're just going to take that. Hey, listen, worst case scenario, we hand the gold back over and say sorry. Best case scenario, we have 210 gold. Something about encumbrance. Oh, we're overloaded. Let's drop some stuff in. This is 45 pounds for 10, not even that much gold. 30 pounds for 50, 35. Let's drop that studded leather. And that got us down to heavy. 35 for 62 gold. We'll drop the club. Some daggers. That's 25 pounds. Drop that. Alright. Now we're doing pretty good encumbrance wise. I mean, we could probably lose some more stuff, but drop that. But we're getting closer down to what they want
I
us
am
at.
prepared.
And
that is not far.
I'm going to take a break here, because probably through that door is a lot of combat. So, new save. Thank you for watching. I'll be sure to keep going, but we're going to stop for right now. Alright, bye.